Good thinking. Now let's move on to the opposition. England. Uh, First two matches, first match was obviously chasing down a target of 380 odd on the last day. Last second match, you saw 600 runs being not scored, being not chased down. India making a comeback, but in both of those matches, you saw Bazball at its ultimate level. In the third match, given the pitch conditions, Bumrah coming back, day one Lodge, it was expected to move. You saw a change in approach from their English batsmen, and it was led by two of their most experienced batsmen, Joe Root and Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes in the third innings as well, he was, although he got out for 35, 40 odd runs, but he was there for almost 100 balls. So it was quite an anti-baseball approach, but you saw England standing up, coming out of their comfort zone, that is smashing the bowlers and adapting to the pitch conditions, adapting to the bowlers, what is presented in front of them. You also saw Ben Stokes be bowling more than 20 overs on the final day, with Shoaib Bashir getting injured. And you also saw the return of Jofra Archer. So a lot of new things are happening in English cricket as well. At the moment, Jofra Archer coming back and picking up so many wickets. Obviously, first two matches, Indian batsmen were not facing that pace. They were like, hardly anyone was bowling more than 145, and then suddenly this bloke comes in and starts bowling 150. So lot of things went right for England. Let's start with the discussion on Jofra Archer first. Karthik.
तो काले आदमी को
Yes,
जोफ्रा आर्चर का पहला पूछेगा.
अच्छा चलो
agree.
ठीक है, लेट्स गो अल्फाबेटिकली. रेहान आपसे शुरू करेंगे.
You seriously want me to answer? Then he definitely bowled well, and that's the bowler that England were missing in the first two Test matches.
Yeah.
But there is one important change. I think Liam Dawson
Yeah.
would be coming back for Shoaib Bashir. He'll be
Correct.
making a comeback after a really long time. He's done well in the county,
Yeah.
and he's a really good batter as well. So England will have that depth in batting also. But yeah, Jofra Archer seemed quite spirited in the Lord's Test match, and it will continue for the remaining Test matches as well. But the bigger challenge would be the batting, which we might discuss later with Zak Crawley and Oli Pope.
Moving on alphabetically, Aditya.
Yeah, I think Jofra Archer's looked really good in the match, but I don't necessarily think it's just because of his pace. The pitch was also very tough. I don't think the Indian batters in general have an issue that much with the pace, but with the variable bounce and the swinging conditions, he was very effective. Again, yeah, I think Liam Dawson possibly coming in is a good addition to the batting depth. And yeah, I think I would have preferred Shoaib Bashir right arm no spin over Liam Dawson any day.
But
So
I
yeah, I
think, yeah,
think
Rishabh Pant would have preferred left arm off spin over right arm off spin.
yeah, bring back Jack Leach. I think he's a very good option against
Taklu
India.
Mama.
One
Karthik.
loves Taklu uncles.
Karthik.
Yeah.
Let's
So,
move ahead of Jofra Archer and talk about English performance.
I think they have one thing they have done much better than us is manage the match entirely, and always, like, even when the stakes were against them, they have tried to do what Chelsea is very well known to do in football, and they've tried to, like, always whenever they've been backed, like, to not do well, it's just out of nowhere they have just come up and completely change the script of the game. And yeah, and I think I'll over here a lot of credit goes to Ben Stokes' game management and just understanding how to use his use his players well. And I think in terms of managing Jofra Archer's workload as well, he has done brilliantly. And now we saw the results in the second innings especially. So yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Good to know that you're a Manchester United fan.
No,
Krishna.
that's Krishna, not me.
Yeah. Krishna, let's talk about the changes that you expect. Chris Wokes and Bryden Cars both have been playing three matches consistently and have bowled a lot of overs. Do you think that there might be a few changes in terms of Josh Tongue or someone else coming back in place and someone going out?
Not with the pace attack. No, I think they don't have any fitness issues like Bumrah, where they need rest. 8 days gap is quite good enough. And I think the only single change that they'll make is the first one. I think they'll get Dawson in for Bashir, which will, like Rehan said, strengthen their batting depth as well. So you can expect full Bazball in Manchester. But I think they will stick with Ollie Pope. I think they will back him at least till the end of this series, because to be fair, he has scored 100, so he has a little bit of petrol left in that tank. So I think they will back him for the next test as well. I think that will be the only change for England. For India, well, depends on Bumrah, but I would also make the Karun Nair and Sai Sudarshan switch.
I'm opening the question now for what do you do in terms of if you are England cricket, and what do you do with Zak Crawley or Ollie Pope, because you've got a batsman of Bethel's capacity sitting in the dressing room. What do you do? What do you make any changes, if any?
I think Zach Crawley will definitely play, although he's again very incompetent. It's very clear. I think he's had like 267 against Pakistan centuries ago, and he's still banking on that. But yeah, he's not given England any good start. But I think Stokes likes him somehow, and he kind of epitomizes what they want with their opener in terms of attacking style of play. So I think they'll stick with Crawley, although he shouldn't be in the team. But I think for non batting reasons he will be.
The
Rehan?
problem is that they don't have an opener in their lineup. See, Jacob Bethel plays at three. He is not your regular opener. I think maybe when the Ashes come, you might see Hasib Hamid coming back to that Ashes team, because as Krishna rightly said, that he's been, in the team because of his past performances, and in the last year or so, he hasn't been that great. So I think Oli Pope might sit out for Jacob Bethel. He might get an opportunity in this test. And see, Zach Crawley will have to play because they don't have any other batsmen in that
Understood.
lineup.
Yeah.